Okay.
Is Ryan Reynolds
Oh!
mean?
Like he's Canadian.
Look, you punch
It's
a couple hundred
annoying.
orphans and suddenly you're mean. This is what I don't understand.
God.
Oh, did Jake Gyllenhaal go to college?
I did go to college, yeah.
you?
I did. I went to Columbia University.
Wow, how did I not know that?
I come across as somebody who probably is not that sharp.
I figured you went to like at least an online university. Did Jake Gyllenhaal do own stunts?
Generally, I do, unless it's like really dangerous.
Do you know who does my stunts?
Who?
Tom Cruise. Did Jake Gyllenhaal
Hear Bad and
and
Bougie. Do you know Bad and Bougie? Do you know Bad and Bougie?
They're the Atlanta band.
Not a band, but the song. It's cool. It's cool.
I don't.
What? And you know, truthfully, I didn't ever get the movie made. The fans did. We had some test footage that we shot, and that leaked onto the internet accidentally. And somehow, some way, the movie gods looked down on us and made that happen through a number of illegal transactions, not the least of which being our test footage leaking onto the internet accidentally.
Why Ryan Reynolds wanted to play
Deadpool. Jobless?
Yeah,
Jobless?
I mean, just like every other guy, I was like,
desperate.
Could really, desperation definitely.
Like
elements of middle-aged panic. You know, why Ryan Reynolds kissed Andrew Garfield.
Really? Is that really a question? Why?
I know. Have you seen Andrew
Have you
Garfield?
seen him and Andrew Garfield?
Yeah. I didn't even know I was kissing him until I found out when I got home that night. There should be a map just to get out of his eyes.
Yes. At some point, we must all join forces, become a team. Now, how many of you have taken a human life?
Josh.
Yes.
You are a muffin-snuggling pirate puncher.
That's your insult?
Muffin-smuggling. Popeye puncher.
Here's my first.
What the hell's your name? Ray-Bans. Come here. All right, Stevie Wonder, what's your superpower?
Shoot laser eyes out of my eyes.
That's the stupidest superpower I've ever heard. You're not on the team. I'm kidding, you're on the team. You're not on the team. Get back over there and sit down.
First insult. Ryan, that was really funny.
Okay, game on, Brolin.
Okay.
You're so old, you make Dust look like a baby.
I'm trying to process that right.
About a month ago, I was sitting in traffic, and I was just, like, jamming These Dreams by heart. Oh. I was killing it in the car. And there was just this busload of high school kids that were parked right beside me. I didn't even realize. I looked over, and every one of their jaws were just on the ground, laughing their freaking guts out at me.
You decided to play a song.
Yeah.
What did you play when your wife was in labor?
I jammed a little Marvin Gaye's Let's Get It On. Yeah.
How did that go?
It was like steak knives came out of her eyes. Just like, are you me right now? I could never love anything as much as I love you. I would say that to my wife. And then the second I looked in that baby's eyes, I knew in that exact moment that if we were ever under attack, I would use my wife as a human shield to protect that baby.
When you started kind of being interested in girls, you weren't as that cool or smooth with it.
No, not at all.
I don't believe it.
No. I went through puberty at like 27. Really? It was a freak thing. It was not good. Yeah.
Weren't you Green Lantern?
What does this suit look like to you, huh? Does it look like a leprechaun had sex with a cartoonist? Mystique, drop and give me 20. Storm, come here. What's your superpower?
To control the weather.
You can control the weather.
Yep.
Like Al Roker.
He's just one of those guys, and I think you're in that category, where irrespective of the movie, the film, the story, the character, you just like watching the guy.
And a decent guy on and off. You know,
believe he
you
was
feel that too with him, yeah.
And you, decent guy?
No.
Yeah, how relieved were you when they said, yeah, I'd make an R-rated movie? Because you guys embraced that R-rated.
Yeah, we hugged it like a cuddly koala.
Hug is not the word.
Yeah, we dry humped a cuddly koala into an R rating.
How's the baby? Are you sleeping? What's going on?
Baby's no longer allergic to sleep. Very happy about that.
Oh, that's a big deal, yeah.
We're on track.
It's a game changer when the baby
It's great.
falls asleep. Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And is she talking?
Yeah, she's saying mama. Yeah.
Oh, Blind Al, yeah. She was essential. Leslie Uggams, she was so much fun. You should see her face when I would whisper, say, Leslie, in this take, say, God, I miss cocaine. You know, what, Ryan? Why would I say? You know, just come on, say it. Just say it. It'll be fine.
Such a magical moment. I mean, just for everybody, because we didn't make the movie on I mean, I always joke, like, our budget for Deadpool was what, most superhero movies spend on just cocaine.
She used to take the bus the opposite way of my actual home, and I would get on the bus just to sit next to her.
Wow.
For 45 minutes the wrong way.
There's something wonderful about that.
There was something wonderful. Yeah,
I'm moronic.
You know what, though? You know what my wife doesn't realize, though? Is that she calls me mama, too.
Ah!
Seriously.
That's very interesting.
She calls me. I have to literally sit her down and tell her that penises don't work that way.
Yeah, no.
Just
You
doesn't
explain this
happen.
all to her.
Yes, oh yes,
That's
yes.
very,
She
very-
understands. She
Yeah,
gets it.
She gets it, yeah.
I was starting to get off the bus, and I decided to, like, kind of hit her with, like, this cool look. I do this move as I'm getting down off the bus, and I sort of delay a little too long, and the bus doors close on my backpack. Oh! On my backpack. And the bus just starts to leave. You wrote a freaking book about your first words will be dada. That's not fair. Your wife, was she all right with that? That's not fair. That's cheating.
No, well, I had to do. I was going to give this to you, but I don't know if it's too late now. It's probably just too late at this point. Just,
Your second words will be dada.
Yeah.
Just my recently unearthed sex tape between me and the cast of Fox and Friends, tentatively titled, "Can You Guess Where My Thumb Is?" Okay.
We're going to take audience questions in a moment if anyone wants to line up.
Thank God. No, I'm kidding. You've been doing great. You've been doing so great. You've been doing amazing. Thank you very much.
How many fingers am I holding up?
0.
Trick question. 0. Get back in the swing.
Attack this, little one! Attack this!
And do you have a favorite furniture line? Any
A favorite?
preferences?
Oh.
Yeah. Any
from
thoughts
IKEA?
on any?
The,
It could be IKEA.
yeah,
could be
the,
this is you in
the
real life.
Orvash is Deadpool's personal favorite.
Okay.
The Bjorsch, that thing's just absolute bullshit, and I think we all know it.
We were driving back down to the States, and we were across the border. You're not allowed to cross the border with, like,
Yeah, that's
vegetables.
illegal, illegal.
And this guy knew something was going on, and we get up to the border crossing. And,
Pie
you know-
smugglers.
Yeah, pie smugglers. I'm an actor. Like, most like Hollywood actors, they have like a kilo of cocaine in their car. Just got pies, you know.
Is Halloween substantially different in Canada?
It actually is. Where I'm from, Vancouver, it's like there are explosives involved. Like every kid is just like, and it's Canada, which is like a really pacifist country, like not known for its heavy arms or anything like that. But on Halloween, it is dangerous.
Yeah.
And my voice always gets really high when I'm like lying. He was like, "You got anything, any sort of fruit, any vegetables, anything like that?" I was like, "No."
There may be a billion reasons to make a family-friendly movie, as in sequels and toys. And listen, Ryan, if you...
Fuck you, Slater.
Here's a beautiful name, Sophia.
Gorgeous name, Sophia Loren. Love that. Done. Consider it done.
Is that your daughter's name?
No, it's not at all.
If I took myself seriously, I would invite each and every one of you to put a bullet in my head. I don't ever want to be that guy where I'm, walking around making people uncomfortable. I've worked with actors that, that make people uncomfortable on sets, and you got it. Well, for starters, no.
And he's basically, he just had me on the hook, and he looks at me and goes, "Hey, I remember that. You remember that movie you did, that movie Just Friends?" And I was like, yeah. And he was like, "You know that song at the end of it where you sing that's I Swear by All for One?" And I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, go ahead. It's kind of amazing because you get to spend a little bit of time with the Obamas, and I got to spend some time with Prime Minister Trudeau, which was huge for me because he's like our rock star prime minister, amazing guy. I swapped a quick idea with him on how we can take Alaska, and he didn't really. He didn't like. Guy, I'm just like a diaper changing facility hooked up to a life support system. But my wife, that's she's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. She's a human Denny's, all day long and all night long, and it never.
Flattery just doesn't stop, does it?
Yeah. Romantic, right?
My question is, what's a fictional character that you wish to play but haven't?
Oh, that's a good question. Not Bella from Twilight.
Now that you have a baby daughter, do you take a lot of pictures?
I take a crap load of pictures, but it's the digital age, so it's like, my dad took, hundreds of thousands of photos, but not of us. It's well, in Canada, it's a boat.
And that's what I'm saying.
A boat.
Say it the way you say
What do you
it.
talk about? What are you talking about?
Boat.
But it's all everything is, it's a bad word, but I'm sorry. So you handle everything with, fuck, buddy. Like, we'd have these family dinners, and he would take about 100,000 photos, and then at night, he would get online on the dial-up and email them to everybody. I was about 18 years old, and in the middle of the dinner once, I grabbed the camera, and I went in the bathroom, and I just took a picture of my penis.
Yeah.
but it was brilliant, and so I choked up a little bit.
I found him weeping in the
it was
corner
so
afterwards.
good.
I was like none of the funny, dramatic stuff does it, just the pure rage. Huh? You should direct the next Hulk. You should just be crying like a baby the whole time behind the monitor.
I cried for the emotional stuff.
Or direct an episode of Nancy Grace.
And then he got really jealous.
About the last time you played Deadpool, was there like an agreement that if you played that less entertaining version that you would get to like do a full Deadpool movie?
Actually,
6 years or
yes, there
something?
fucking was. No, true. But I'm always careful when I talk about it because I know so many celebrities that talk about when they have a child, like they're the only fucking human being alive that's ever squeezed a kid out of them. So I'm always a little bit wary of that. I have one friend that always like, my daughter is quoting Chekhov, and she's 2, and I was like, your daughter is an asshole.